So I'm sitting out here, snow on the ground, and it's spring. It's actually in the season of Easter, and I can't help thinking about that song that we sing in Advent. A beautiful hymn, but not exactly seasonally appropriate. The bleak midwinter, in the bleak midwinter. And I've been thinking about it not just because it snowed and things have felt perhaps just a touch more bleak than usual. I'm thinking about it too because there's this wonderful verse in there. What can I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. But such as I am, I give him my heart. And in the midst of scarcity, when we feel like we have nothing to offer, we actually still possess the greatest gift of all. We can give ourselves. Of course, you might be thinking there's only so much of me to go around. I feel stretched and pulled by obligations and demands.
Perhaps you are balancing too many spinning plates, parenting, teaching, working, cleaning, all under one roof, all at the same time. Perhaps you are feeling the pinch of these economic times and finances are tight. Maybe in these days you are feeling lonely, craving human interaction and relationship, craving intimacy and touch, unable to give of yourself to others with such an empty tank.
But there is this part of our lives, this truth that the greatest gift we are given is our person. That there is nothing more valuable in our lives than the life we have been given. That each person is created and imbued with the presence of the divine. That God gave us ourselves. And in the Christian tradition, we believe too that God gives us himself. That God's promise is always to be with us. And so not only do we have a gift that we can offer to others and back to God, but God has a gift even greater than that to give to us. God's presence, God's Son, Jesus, to live with us, to love us with a love that knows no bounds, to come into our lives and give us a sense of hope that we could endure together. That God gave us God's Son who died for us and who was raised to new life. At St. John's, I am often told that the most profound moment of our worship together is not the sermon or the hymns, that the most amazing moment, the highest of highlights, is that time when each of you come forward to receive communion. It's that ability to stand up and to see the faces of familiar friends and fellow parishioners as you walk past them. For others, it's that physical act of just coming forward. And it is that physical journey from where you started to the place of communion that is most profound. For some, it's the reaching out your hands to receive bread. For many, it is that walking through the choir as they sing their communion anthem in 4-part harmony in exquisite tones that you get to be surrounded by and enveloped in the music as it's being made, and you are swept up. That act of all the people bringing themselves forward, offering the greatest gift that each one of us has to offer at the altar, and receiving back an even greater gift, the presence of the body of Christ in our bodies, and rubbing shoulders and elbows with the body of Christ at the rail, where we are fragmented pieces brought together. I am thinking about all of this in this season where we are separate from one another. And I am reminded that I am a gift, that I can be given to others, that you are a gift and can be given to others. Of course, in the church, we strive to give our finances and our talents and what we can produce, our arts and our crafts, and to plan for the future, all of these things that are of a functional good to the community and wonderful to be given. And yet, in this time when our abilities are limited and our resources strapped, we are left still with the greatest gift of all. Thank you for being a gift to this parish community. Thank you for allowing yourself through the work of the church to be a gift to the world. Thank you for the ways that you are expressing your yearning and desire to receive again the gift of Jesus at the altar. Blessings to you wherever you are this week.